Good morning, everyone, and thanks for spending time with some magical Murphys over here. We are currently in the car. It's 8:40 in the morning on Sunday, September 6th, and we're about to be heading to Animal Kingdom. Today we're thinking we're just going to have a nice relaxing day. The park is, again, supposed to be at capacity based on the reservations being completely out for all parks for the weekend because of Labor Day. And what we're hoping to do is just go in, go on the couple rides that we like to go on. I'm still trying to convince Kat to go on Everest with me.
Not happening.
And once we get that done, we were planning on just taking off, coming back to the hotel, hitting up the pool, the hot tub, going back to the springs for a little while. So just gonna kind of play the day by ear, see what happens.
Characters and flights up.
Yep, characters and flight is out. If you can see that up there past the tree from my angle. There you go. There's the balloon. But yeah, so that's what we're planning on doing today. Just kind of playing it by ear. So just so you guys have an idea, it is 9:16. So the park's been open for about an hour and 16 minutes, and we had to park in the dinosaur section. And it's weird because they're like socially distancing our cars back where we are, but coming back as we're walking closer, they're not doing that up here.
So yesterday, because I only have 2 face masks, I bought some Disney masks, as you can see on my face. I got this one, a Frozen 2 one, and Baby Yoda, or the child. But for the Disney masks, I wish I had an ear saver. Not because my ears hurt already, but because these are thicker straps. I don't know if it's easy to see here, but I feel like it's pulling my ears forward and the mask is gonna fall off easier. I haven't seen any ear savers at the parks. I don't know if that's something that they're doing, but I'm gonna have to look into getting one, I think, if I'm gonna keep wearing the Disney masks.
Really quick, just to give you guys an example, this is a large mask.
Yep. Of
the Disney variety.
Now I have a small face, so
I tried wearing it just to see how it would feel on me, and it was I'm not going to say very tight, but it was tight. It was pushing down on my nose, it was pulling on my ears. I am a big dude, so
supposedly they make extra larges, but I have yet to see them. I know I heard somebody mention earlier that they found one, but I have not seen it yet.
All right, we are in Animal Kingdom. Yay! We are gonna kind of make a beeline over to Pandora, see if we can get on flights of passage as soon as possible. If we happen to pass by Starbucks on the way, Kat's gonna get her Starbucks first.
Okay, so one thing I also noticed about the Disney masks just so far, they are much warmer than the masks that I've been wearing all weekend, because I already feel like I'm sweating my butt off. And like Mark said, we just got here. I'm glad I'm not wearing makeup or anything, because it would be everywhere.
We are in front of the Tree of Life. Absolutely amazing how much work went into that tree. Of course, it's not really a tree. I'm sure everyone knows that. If you don't, it's not really a tree. We are walking into Pandora. You can tell by all these fancy lamps. Now, Pandora is absolutely beautiful at night. We are not going to be here tonight, so we won't be able to get to show you that. But I'm going to try and play with the time lapse on this and see if we can get a little time lapsey thing. So one thing I like to point out in here is the theming. The theming is just absolutely fantastic. I'm not sure if you can see it from here, but there's like a dream catcher up there in the shape of one of the banshees. They even got banshees painted into the rocks. Like, they know what they were doing here. So as always, Flight of Passage is absolutely amazing.
Yes, so amazing.
I just realized how much I've been saying that over the past couple days, and I need to change what I'm saying. But really, if you guys haven't been on this ride and you want to come to Disney, definitely do it. Whatever the wait is, it's worth it.
I think with the max we've ever waited was 2.5 hours, but it is so incredibly worth it. Now I will say this time, between the mask, my regular glasses, and the flight goggles, it was a little difficult to see. I was getting double vision a little bit, but it was still enjoyable. I just kept fogging up, so.
Yeah, and the big thing here is, you know, 2.5 hours is what we waited for at the longest. That just took us about 20 minutes. So, I mean,
and normally it's 8 riders per room, section, whatever you want to call it. And there was only 6, but now we're headed into the gift shop because always exit through the gift shop.
So we're on the back path from Pandora to Africa, and there's really not a lot of people on here, so it's a nice socially distant area to be at. And we started hearing music, and they've got a cavalcade on a boat. He lost his paddle.
Okay, so we are on our way over to Kilimanjaro Safaris, which is a 25-minute wait, although I just realized I don't think you can see that from here. But I always like going on this one because I like seeing all the animals. So in we go. Guys, over here.
Alright, so we just got off of the Kilimanjaro Safari. Let you guys know that when we got off of the ride, I just want to let you guys know that we did not see them wipe down the ride. We made sure to hang back, A, because there were a lot of people just getting off in a group, and we wanted to hold back a minute, get distant. And while we were doing that, somebody at the, I'll call it a dock, they did look through all the rows to see if there was anything there, and then they just sent the truck away. So at least we didn't see anyone wipe down that thing before it went right back to the beginning. Maybe they'll do it in between, I don't know, but I just couldn't confirm it for you. Hey guys, so we're in the car. We just got to the car from Animal Kingdom, and another thing I just want you guys to be aware of if you come is, so earlier I mentioned that they were social distancing the cars, or I mentioned it yesterday. So we just walked back, and it looks like they're doing that, and I don't have any way to confirm this otherwise, besides what I just said. Sorry for tripping over my own tongue. So they're social distancing while you park. So they're parking you and one other car in the same space like they usually do, skipping a space and then going to the next one. And the only thing I can assume is that they're doing that to let people get out of their cars, give them a minute to do that, and then they're backfilling, because when we came back here, our entire row is now full where it wasn't before.
So behind the trees there is the Riviera, which is a DBC resort. I'm super duper excited because we're going to Topolino's Terrace there tonight for dinner. We went on our last trip. I was trying to remember when that was, with our friend Josh, who definitely, love him, did not appreciate the food. But it was so good, and we already both know what we're getting the same things we got last time. So we'll definitely make sure we bring the GoPro with us there, so you can see the amazing food at the Riviera and the amazing views and the big mosaics that are there that are so gorgeous. We made it it to Disney Springs.
We did, and one thing I don't know why, but I haven't mentioned at all yet since we've been going to any of the parks is the temperature screening and the health check. We have had absolutely no issues with anything. That's actually really quick. Even going through security has been very, very quick for us. And Kat has been bringing a bag pretty much everywhere, so that is definitely one of the things that you don't really have to worry about for speed. So I just want to let you guys know. So for a special little lunch that we didn't have planned, we stopped into Wolfgang Puck. We've never been here before.
But it always sounded good.
Yeah, it's always sounded good, but we finally decided to stop in.
And when Mark worked at HSN, Wolfgang Puck used to come in all the time, so.
Yeah, he was one of the sellers at HSN. He still is. I highly doubt he's here.
but it's not unheard of.
No.
I know Chef Morimoto has been to Morimoto Asia a few times.
Yep. So we just put in our order, and we'll be sure to show you guys the food. Kat's gonna get up and walk around in a minute and get a view of the restaurant to show you guys how cool it is. It looks really nice in here. This is a little bit unplanned, nice little lunch. So the first thing we got is house-made truffle potato chips with blue cheese crumbles and sauce. That looks absolutely delicious. And I said the word absolutely again. Why aren't you calling me on this?
I wasn't paying attention. I'm drooling over these chips here.
All right, go ahead, take one.
House-made chips are our weakness. What a crunch.
Yeah.
Those are good.
I'm gonna go for this one right here. There's no hiding from the blue cheese, but it's not an overly powerful blue. It's actually pretty mild. That's nice. All right, so I've got the mac and cheese and the burger, and Kat got a salad. Asked for a nice medium rare, and it looks like that's what I got. Just give it a little bit of a closer look here.
I'm gonna try a piece of the chicken. Oh my god, that is so good.
Yeah.
It's so juicy.
That right there is falling out.
That's that bacon
It's a
jam.
bacon onion jam, and that has got great flavor to it.
Also, it's kind of neat. Just to Mark's right, camera left, is the pizza oven. So the gentleman making pizza there, and there's a pizza oven. And it is a very, very large pizza oven that takes up that entire space.
I'm gonna go on mac and cheese now. Getting a little bit deeper, I'm getting more of the sauce, and now I'm getting more flavor now.
Try stirring it up, I guess.
There it is. And get the little bit of crunch from those breadcrumbs on there. Well, just gotta see if it hits my cardinal sin of mac and cheese and gets monotonous after a few minutes.
So we are leaving Wolfgang Puck. Ooh, there's people. Oh wow, look at those lights. Those are so pretty.
Alright, so we're just wandering around Disney Springs. We just went and got some gifts for my dad for watching the dog. And we're just walking around.
This is the back half of STK.
Morimoto.
Chef Art Smith.
The only one of those we haven't been to is Chef Art Smith's. Not that we don't want to, we just haven't had a chance yet.
Yep.
And like we can say we've had some really good meals at both Morimoto and STK. Pat loves the orange chicken at Morimoto.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. And then I love how absolutely gorgeous this water is over here.
The only thing that bothers me about it is that when they first opened up the springs, they used to light everything up and it was gorgeous. And I think since then they've stopped doing it, so I don't know why. Or at least every time that I've been here since at night, they haven't had it lit up. Like, you got gorgeous clear water, you've got everything set up pretty. Turn on the lights. Hello everybody, we are in the parking garage, Disney Springs, on the way out. We are sorry because we forgot to bring the extra battery into Disney Springs with us. It was sitting in the pocket of the backpack that we left in the car, so we wouldn't have to carry it all over Disney Springs. So we, let's see, the last time we said something was, I think, leaving Wolfgang Puck. So after that we just hit up World of Disney.
Which was the longest line that we waited in this entire weekend, was just to get into World of Disney in Disney Springs.
Yeah, like, don't get me wrong, it did go quickly. We're not talking about time, we're talking the actual physical length. Because if you know World of Disney, they have all of the entrances closed except for one in the back that I'm guessing normally does not have people going into it. So yeah, that's it for right now. We're going to be getting back to the hotel in just a minute.
It was about to rain, so we left Disney Springs.
Yeah.
You could see the rain just off the horizon. Any Floridian knows when you can see a rain shelf, it's time to go.
Yeah, and of course I made sure to grab, we bought a couple of rain suits before we left, because we don't, like, ponchos don't do anything. If there's anyone from out of state that winds up watching these videos, do not expect ponchos to do anything if it starts pouring, because it rains sideways. So, you know, we left like I said before, we left the backpack in the car to give Kat a break. And the rain suits were in there, so as soon as we started hearing thunder and seeing the dark clouds roll in, we decided, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just book it out of here. Alright, so we are here at the Riviera. I apologize for the foggy video. The lens will not unfog, but we are heading up to our dining reservation at Topolino's Terrace. Love this little moat thing that they've got going on.
Topolino's is on the top floor. Look at that view. So we're here at Topolino's, and we just got bread and drinks, and super excited to be back here because, like I said, we enjoyed it so much the first time we were here, and can't wait for our not appetizers, we didn't get appetizers, our entrees to get here, because the food here is just so good. So we'll check back in when our food gets here so that you guys can see what it looks like. So we've already gotten our food at Topolino's. I got the scampi linguine that comes with shrimp, and it's in a wine and butter sauce that normally would have tomatoes in it, but I asked for no tomatoes because I would just pick around them. And then Mark got the filet mignon, and I don't remember what comes on that besides the truffle and mashed potatoes that are
torpedo
way
onion
back there.
And this is some kind of mushroom cracker, I think it was, something like that.
But I can't wait to dig in because this all looks so good. All right, so Mark's about to take his first bite of the filet. Now, even though we've been here before, I still wanted to make sure that you guys got the first bite. Gotta Gotta make sure he gets a little bit of everything. Got the onion, got the steak. Just as good as you remember?
The filet is nice and tender. It feels like I'm not really chewing anything, it's just going right through it. Lots of flavor from the sauce and the onion. Very good. And Kat is currently putting on some Parmesan cheese onto hers.
I already got a taste of the sauce because the shrimp don't come detailed. So I did that first. I detailed the shrimp. I'm gonna cut them because they're kind of large. But I did already get, like I said, I got to try some of the sauce from licking my fingers. Whoops, whoops. Oh my gosh, this is so good. The sauce is really lemony, and there's a lot of garlic in it, but overall it is so good. I'm not usually a lemon on my seafood, or I don't eat seafood, lemon on my shrimp, but everything in this dish just works together. So
just finished up at Topolino's and we see this amazing looking painting here. So Kat wanted to show it to you guys. Hello everyone, we're in the Prius and it's raining cats and dogs right after we finished our nice dinner at Topolino's Terrace. And guess what? We got wet. Want to know why we got wet? Because we didn't have the rain suits. Want to know why we didn't have the rain suits? Because we went out to just dinner. Want to know why we didn't have an umbrella? Her fault.
I didn't want to carry it. I took everything out of the backpack to carry my purse so I could give my back a rest, and then it turns into this.
So therefore, she didn't deny anything. It was completely her fault that we are now soaking wet.
You hear that?
And we specifically bought rain suits for this trip.
You know what sucks even more? Our ponchos that we bought the rain suits to replace are in the back seat, or in the trunk.
Well, look at it. Look at the rain. It is very wet. I am very wet. She is very wet.
There's a lot of big lightning strikes and lots of loud thunder.
Yep.
I'm really hoping it blows over soon so that we can still go to the hot tub, but I don't know. I'm a native Floridian. I know that our weather changes on a dime.
Yep, so let's head back to the hotel and we'll see what happens. So we're here to show you Peak, Florida. We just left, we left about 5, 6, 7, whatever minutes ago, less than 10 minutes ago, from the Riviera and Topolino's Terrace, where it was absolutely pouring. We are literally less than 10 minutes away at our hotel, the Saratoga Springs Resort, and there's nothing here. But I did just want to show you the view around our particular building. We got the lake right here with the bridge to the front. We're at the pool with the paddock grill. The pool is closed right now due to inclement weather, obviously. But it's got this really cool big slide. Comes out like a water tower. Yeah, let's just take a little bit of a walk for a minute. So just because this is always funny to me, the sign right there says alligators, danger alligators and snakes in the area. Stay away from the water.
And do not feed wildlife.
And do not feed the wildlife. In our area, the signs are much more colorful.
I suppose. It means the same thing.
It does, but I just find it funny. And it says, please do not molest the alligators. And that's just funny wording to me. I know it means the same thing. I just find it funny personally. All right, so here we have the other dessert that we purchased from Amaret's Patisserie. Patisserie, my bad. And boom. That's an outside look of the cake. It's got a little Amaret's like wax seal thing. I'm not sure if it's wax or chocolate. I'm going to assume it's chocolate. And the description is 11 layers of red velvet cake, cherry mousse, chocolate cake, chocolate mousse, raspberry pâté de fruit jelly, and Italian buttercream. So it sounds absolutely delicious. I said absolutely again. And Kat's going to go ahead and cut into it.
It's chocolate.
And Kat just ate the little thing. So everyone knows, this is my wife's idea of straight. There's at least a kind of cross section for you. I'm trying to bring it into the light a little bit. You can definitely see layers in there. And as usual, I will let my lovely wife have the first bite.
I didn't even get everything in this bite.
Did I just hear something crunch?
Mm-hmm. Those little crunchy balls.
Oh.
That is really good. Why have we waited this long to go to Amaret's?
Because usually we go to the ganachery just because you like chocolate specifically.
Chocolate. It's really good. It is really good. It's like the buttercream from our wedding.
Oh, really?
On your birthday cake. Mark's turn.
I'm going to try and get the entire thing.
Good luck. It's 11 layers. Your mouth ain't that big.
That's all of it. Boom. Yeah. Very good. Getting it all together, you definitely get all of those flavors that I listed off mixed up perfectly. I didn't try it separately like you, so I don't know what you mean by the separate halves.
Well, the cherry mousse is in the top third here, and this is the raspberry gel at the bottom.
Yeah, so I mean, if you just cut it like I did and just get a whole thing, and you know, it's very, very good.
My mouth is not that big.
But I agree. You know, I'm kind of upset that we've taken this long to go to Amaret's. But not, you know, that just means we'll go more often.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just because we like to tell you guys price and everything, we spent, or I think we got a discount here, an annual pass holder discount.
I think so too.
And we bought this and the creme brulee from the other night. So we bought this and the creme brulee and the two creme brulees from the other night. This was $16. I don't honestly remember how much the creme brulee was. But we did get an annual pass holder discount on it, so a little bit better. You know, still expensive. You know, it is a tiny cake, but it's a full cake. You know, we're splitting this down the middle. I don't know if we're going to be able to eat all of this.
Speak for yourself.
Okay. I apologize. But yeah, I mean, very, very good. They also have, there's a cheesecake, like a lemon cheesecake that apparently I've heard a bunch of people rave about. Our waitress told us that from Topolino's Terrace tonight. She asked us if we wanted any dessert. We told her what we had here. And she told us that if you're a fan of cheesecake, to get that when you're here. We just wanted to go another way. So we might try that next time.
Maybe. I think they have seasonal offerings too. So we'll have to see.
And they've also got the domed cakes, which are like
Very
Mickey, Minnie,
expensive.
Pluto. Very, very expensive. But they also had smaller versions.
I think those are still very expensive.
I mean, this was too. So I mean, not definitely not cheap. Don't expect to get in there and not spend. I'm gonna say minimum $10 on any of the pastries without pulling up the menu.
I think the creme brulees were $7 each.
Okay, so if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Simple as that.
But still, that's, I mean, it wasn't that large of a creme brulee.
Yeah.
Hey guys, so we realized while I was editing that Animal Kingdom video that we actually didn't give you a proper sign off. We were so enthused with our amaretto cake that we completely forgot until the next day. So thank you for coming along on our Disney Springs and Animal Kingdom adventure. After this video is posted, the next one will actually be Mark's Howl-O-Scream escapades, and then we'll go back to Disney to finish out the trip with the Animal Kingdom, and then we have the special trip for my sister's birthday, and then we have a reservation for the Saturday after Thanksgiving, so we'll be back at Disney to hopefully catch some of the Christmas stuff then, and then we'll kind of take you on a mini tour of our house and kind of actually introduce ourselves, because we realized that we never did that. So with that said, thank you so much for spending some time with the Magical Murphys, and we'll see you next time.